Hey, hi everybody. I'm Carol with Free Spirit Arts. Welcome to my channel. Y'all, I'm probably going to be drinking a lot of coffee because I picked up the crud last week. Again. Same crud, different day. Husband got it for about 15 minutes and I've had it for a week. Yeah, Can you feel the frustration in my voice? Yeah, let's light a candle. Take a breath. Okay, let's talk about these grunge kits. I have to start putting them together so that I can see what I have, because as you can see in my shorts that I posted, there's a lot going on. One thing I have not done in these kits that I'd really like to do is I'd like to do some faux leather and then create buttons like these. And I still want to do that. This is just an update. They're almost done. So if you were considering buying one of these kits, this is basically what you're going to get. What I really want you guys to see is I really took the word grunge serious. This is not just tea-dyed stuff. It's dark. It's, how do I explain it? It looks like it was found in a trunk, crumpled up, with work boots on top of it. I don't know how to describe it. You'll see. Let's talk about this. So far, this is basically what I think you're going to get. Basically, okay? You're going to get a couple of these cool corners that I made, okay? And what I did when I used them is I folded them in half, you know, and put them on the corner like that. But you wouldn't have to. You could absolutely just sew them like that. And I'll make more. If you want to purchase more, they'd be extra. But you're going to get at least 2 of those. Most of this paper is... Oh, I thought I turned that off. Hold on. Most of this paper is coffee dyed. A couple of them are tea dyed because I had them already. These little envelopes are adorable. I tried to take them apart, and if your envelopes were such that the glue gave up, then you're going to get these apart and you can put them together yourself. I actually prefer that, but you might get them together like this. All the paper, after it was dyed, I pressed it. These are library cards, and you'll get at least 2 of those. See, they're grungy, guys. They're grungy. Giant tea bags, you're going to get 3 of those. They haven't been pressed. You can't iron these. They've got polyester in them. So I pressed them under my glass mat. So they're not too wrinkly, but they do have a bump or 2 in them of wrinkles. Couple of index cards that have been abused to the max. You're gonna get, pardon me. You're gonna get 3 of these. Now I did go ahead and flatten these, and I didn't press them, but they've been dyed like crazy. So there you go. I have a stack of different ephemera. I didn't have enough time cards to do one for each kit, but I have time cards, library cards, and some, pardon me guys, I'm sorry. Let me get a drink. I have some different kinds of things like this. So if you don't get a time card, you might get a library card or some other unique kind of card, okay? Might be a postcard, something like that, okay? This is book page from a doctor's book that I got at the antique store. Couple pages of that. This is Italian dictionary, and you're going to get at least 3 pages of that. Did I say this is grunge? Yeah. Love it. Yeah, even if this book page wasn't old, it would look old. I actually wanted to tear a piece of paper out of, I can see something I forgot. I'm going to grab that. Out of a new book and do it and see if they were the same. So you're going to get, so this goes with the Italian book page. Okay, then this is out of a poetry book. And there's a couple pages of that. It's in English. It was the winter wild, while the heaven-born child, all meanly wrapped in the rude manger lies. Ooh. Maybe it might be religious. I don't think the whole book is religious, though. I don't think. Let's see. This is a German Bible. I use it all the time because I don't read German. Doesn't mean anything to me, but there you go. There's some more Italian book page. I didn't realize what I did was I split it up evenly, as even as I could, into 5 kits. So maybe there's 6 pages of Italian book page, or 7. Let's see, this is Jonathan Swift. Lots of book page. Now, you're gonna get at least 1, probably more like 2. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think I had enough. I think I have 10. So I had 5 kits. I got 2 in each kit. These are papers that I tore trying to get them flat. I got impatient and I tried to undo them. So what I did was I did them like these. And I put the masking tape on and grunged them up. I freaking love them. See, look, this is what it'll look like. And if you had some, I just, love it, okay. And so there's 2 of those. So it might have, a good sized tear. Maybe it'll have a hole, but it had something on it that I could put tape on. Then there's just plain paper, and was there 10? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, look at that. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there was 10. And so let's look at these. Some of them aren't as dark as some, And so you'll get to decide which ones you want to use where. So there's 12 altogether if you include the 2 with that are damaged. There's a piece of music. There is 1 envelope that's big, mostly put together. I either couldn't get it apart or I gave up, I'm not sure which. And then I was able to separate some of these. So if you wanted to do them backwards, you could, or if you wanted to cut it up, or if you wanted to cut it this way, whichever. I just think those are so cool. Ava over at Bohemian Crafting, she always takes her envelopes apart, usually anyway. I just think they're cool. This is a United States map. It's actually a map of the capitals. Wallpaper. And this wallpaper got completely wet. It doesn't have any sticky that I could see. I worried about that when I was drawing it on my pans, and I didn't notice that it stuck to anything. So it didn't absorb as much as I would have liked, but I really like the texture, and I like what happened to the back. So I went ahead and included them because I thought they were cool and different. Ledger paper. It's not old, but you sure can't tell now. Tried to get some from my accountant, but has people's names on it, so he was reluctant. This is not old, but boy, it sure looks like it now, huh? This is actually plans that we had for an old construction project. My husband was going to throw them away. I said, I don't think so. Aren't they cool? Listen to them. The paper's really different. Yeah, I thought it was cool. Look at that. So you'll get 3 of those, and then you'll get, these are big. These are 11.5 by 8, yeah, is that right? 11.5? No, they're 12. They're 12 by 8 3/4. Yeah, they're an odd size. So if you fold them over in a standard book, you may want to be careful and tear that edge off or something, or fold it or something. As I remember, they're a little too big to just fold and use in most of my journals, so I usually end up folding an edge over or cutting it in half and doing it this way or something. But this is like, it reminds me of school paper. It's just cool. Okay, I forgot something sitting right in front of me. Let me grab it. They've been hanging up drawing, and I forgot when I put the kits together that they were here. They turned out great. And I think, now I did not put a mordant in this dye, you know, like vinegar or something. So I bet, now you could, I don't know, I haven't tried, but I'll bet if they're too dark, you could just dip them in some water. And I'll bet you that would calm down some of the darkness, you know, if it's too dark. It's not too dark for me. I really tried to go grunge, because that's what they are, instead of just vintage looking. But if you find out that a piece, that not the paper, I don't think you could change the paper, but any of the fabrics, I think you could. Okay, so I gave you 2 of these. Let's see, this one is 40 inches. They're not all going to be exactly the same. I tried to fold everything and cut evenly. So each kit, this is 40 inches. And then this is some dyed gauze. You can make this darker if you want, and of course you could undo it if you'd like and make it, you know, really thin. Okay, I think that's almost done. I'm looking over at my pile to see if there's anything I've forgotten. Yeah, I can see something I forgot. I forgot the coin. Let me grab them. It's okay, Baba. It's okay, you stay there. Okay, So here's some of the cards. If you don't get a time card, you might get a library card. You might get a guest check. I'll make sure that everybody gets something like that. And here's the coin holders. They have a neat feel to them. They didn't get super dark. And if you wanted to undo them, you sure could. I tried to undo one, and it just tore. So the glue is really good. So you'll get some of those. Okay, laces. This is old, but I don't know that I would call it vintage. It's probably 70s. Well, maybe that's vintage. I don't know. And it was clothing that I bought and tore up, and then I dyed it. Now, that looks like it's been in a fire. And it was a top, a kind of a long top. I took the top of it off. So this is an arm. I left the seam because I like using the seam sometimes. You know, it just depends on what it is. But this lace, look at that. This would make a beautiful, actually just like that right there wrapped around the front. Oh, and then I love this. It's so delicate. So there is 4 of these. Because it's a top, you know, I had 4. 2 in the front, 2 in the back. The other one is just as pretty, and it is, let me grab it. It's right in front of me too. Tell you what, guys, I'm loving these carts. I have 3 carts behind me now, full of stuff, ephemera and stuff. And it makes it so nice because most of my craft room is right close to me, but I can slide it out of the way when I need to get up. So this is this pattern. And this is the other pattern. And it almost looks like it might have turned a little bit lavender or something. It's really not directional. It does have flowers, but I think they could go any direction. And I just tried to make sure that everybody got basically the same amount. Okay, so that's the big piece of lace. I put all these trimmings on bobbins, because I just think they look so much nicer. But I was really trying to avoid using a needle, because you'd have a needle in each one. And gosh, you know, that really hurts when you stick your hand in your thing and you're trying to grab a bobbin of trims and you stab yourself. Takes kind of the fun out of it. And I've dyed all of this. This is Snug Hug. I think that's what it's called. This is vintage trim. These are vintage laces. And you're going to get, they're all different. I took what I had and I split it 5 ways. Ooh, let's just see. And I think this is about 1 yard. But all of it wraps around this thing at least 3 or 4 times. This is the lace trimming. It's really heavy. This would be good for a binding or something. I mean, it's really heavy and thick. Let's see, I can't remember how much this is. I thought it was about 18 inches. Yeah, 20, almost 21 inches. Because I was using vintage stuff, there's just no way that I could make it all the same, because, you know, you run out. And I know there's several people that have asked for the kits, and so what I did was I went around and found something as similar as I could find. This is vintage binding, and they're about 1 foot long, and there's 2 of them. And this is more of, no, it's different, but it's just as thick. I can show you. But see, I mean, this would be great on a binding. That is really heavy duty. or I guess inside in a pocket, but it's pretty thick and heavy. See, that's really dark. Oh, I love this lace. I am not a blue fan. If you notice, I don't do a lot of blue, but this is gorgeous. And I think there's quite a bit, if I remember right. Yeah, so there's 10, 20, 30, 40. If I stretch it, I can, I'd say 48 inches. So how many yards is that? And it's grunged. But like I said, if you want it to be bluer and more of a, it's not really a blue. It's, wish I had a piece that I didn't doctor, but it's more like, it's got a little bit of a green tinge to it. It's not like a baby blue. And I do think this was probably 70s. Boy, these bobbins are going to make packing really easy, and I hope it makes it so that you can just put all your Grunge in a little shoebox, your Grunge in a little shoebox or something. Okay, so this is where I am so far. I would still like to add some, like I said, faux leather to these kits. Oh, let's see. This doesn't go. This goes. And it does seem like there was something else I was making. Oh, I didn't get to doilies. I may add doilies before it's all over. These have been just a ball to make. I mean, I've had fun. I've ruined every pan except my stainless steel pot that I dyed the fabric in. I've ruined every pan I have, which is really silly because I have special stuff for dyeing. But it's all packed away, so yeah. So I've had a ball making these. I think I'm going to ask $25 a piece, and you will get at least this much. You may get some faux leather buttons if I can have the time to make those. They take a day. And I think I'll have 5 kits. And the more I'm into all my laces and stuff, I don't see any way I can get 6. I know there was 3 people who said they wanted some. If you want to post below, now that you know the price, let's figure $25. If you still feel like you're interested, and you would pay shipping. So I don't know how much this weighs. Couple pounds probably. If you still think you're interested, comment below. And the first people who comment will have a kit. Now, I'm happy to make more kits. If by chance I sell all 5 of these kits in this video, and so they're gone, and I have more people that are interested, I'll just make more kits for a while. I don't want to make them forever, but I'm happy to make a few more kits. So if you see that there's 5 people above you, go ahead and comment, and I'll make you one, okay? So they're $25. You pay the shipping, PayPal and Venmo. I have taken checks from a few of my friends, and I'm happy to do that if I know you. And if you have any questions, just email me at littlecarol, Caryl, 65 grunge@gmail.com. Oh, I used my spray bottle on some of these papers, like the envelopes when I undid them, and some like this, no, the binding, when I undid it, it wouldn't stay, so I sprayed it. This has essential oil in it. It has a little bit of lavender and a little bit of, it's kind of sagey. It smells like the desert. It's very, very, very light. It's a very, I can't smell, messing around with this, I can't smell this at all. Let me see if I can smell it. I can't. I can smell coffee though. I have a pretty good nose, and I can't smell it at all. If you want more of these, I can do them in packs of 10, and they'd be $15 for a pack of 10. They do take a minute because I have to use anyway, it's a lot of fuss, and I get to sew, and y'all know how I love that. But I'm happy to make them, and let me write down, because I just decided that figure, so let me write it down so I don't forget when you order and charge you $100, because I'm not in the mood to sew. Just kidding, I wouldn't do that. Okay, I might. Okay. A pack of, let's make it an even number, because that's not going to do you any good. If you need 4, let's make it a pack of 12. So you've got 3 sets of 4, okay? So let's make it 4 for $15. You pay shipping, of course. Okay? You'll get 2, but if you want more than that, it'd be $15 for 12. Okay, feedback. I'm open to feedback. So if you think that there's something you'd really like to see in these kits, and you think you've seen me do it or whatever, let me know. I would love to know what you'd like to see in these kits. I might do some doilies. Did I say that? Yeah, I might do doilies. Okay? All right. Comment below, and I will start getting them actually put together so that I can get them shipped. I have not been leaving the house, y'all, because I cannot kick this. So you're not going to get same-day shipping tomorrow. But let's see, today is Friday. I'm not going to ship today. They won't even be together until Monday. So I'll ship next week. Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, okay? And I will ship the cheapest possible. And I don't know what it's going to cost. Maybe I could weigh it and you could calculate shipping. It just depends on what kind of box or envelope or whatever I have to put it in. Maybe I'll package one up and then do a quick short video so y'all know. Cold coffee. Okay, I hope that that looks like fun to you. It really looks like fun to me. I would love to get a grunge kit like this. This would be a great gift for a junk journal maker or a book maker, I think, because it's so unique, you know. Every pack is going to be different. Every piece of lace is different, and nobody else is going to have it. So anyway, it was fun to make, and I appreciate all the enthusiasm. Just let me know if you're interested, and email me for questions. I got to go before I lose my voice. Let's all take care of each other. Bye. Love you guys.